Welcome to ashatech.com. In this discussion, we are looking at the derivatives of cot x, sec x, and cosec x. Now let's begin with maybe 1 sec x. Let y equal to sec x. Now what is sec x? Sec x is equal to 1 out of cos x. So y is equal to 1 out of cos x. For us to reach at the derivative of this function, we can use quotient rule. Quotient rule, which says if you want dy by dx, it will be v du dx minus u dv dx divided by v squared. So in this particular problem, u is equal to 1 and v, which is the denominator, is equal to cos x. So du dx is equal to 0 and dv dx is equal to negative sine x, because if you differentiate a cos, you get a negative sign. So what does that mean? If now dy dx is equal to v du, so v is cos x, times du, which is 0, then minus u, which is 1, times dv dx. dv dx, we have already seen that it is negative sine of x. Then divided by v squared. v squared is cos x everything squared. Now simplify this. This becomes 0. Then this negative 1 times the negative sine x, I will have sine x divided by cos x times 1 out of cos x. What is sine x divided by cos x? That is tan x. Then 1 out of cos x is sec x. Therefore, dy dx, which is equal to d of dx of sec x, is equal to tan x sec x. As simple as that. Now let's look at the cosec x. Now cosec x, that is number 2. Cosec x is equal to 1 out of sine x. So it means y is equal to cosec x, which is equal to 1 out of sine x. We also use quotient rule, so apply quotient rule. And it will help. So here your u is equal to 1, meaning du dx is equal to 0. Then your v is equal to sine x, dv dx is equal to cos x, because if you differentiate a sine x, sine of the angle with respect to that angle, then you get a cosine of that particular angle. So what does that mean? Now I bring in dy dx, which is equal to, now v du dx. v is sine of x, then times du dx, which is 0, minus u, which is 1, times dv dx. dv dx is cos x. Now we divide everything out of sine x squared, because we have to divide it by v squared. So this is equal to negative cos x divided by sine x times 1 out of sine. What does this mean? It tells us in simple terms that dy dx, which is equal to differentiating with respect to x of a cosec x, it will equal to negative cos x divided by sine x is equal to negative cot, because it is a reciprocal of a tan. So this is negative cot x, then times 1 out of sine x, which is cosec x. So meaning, if I differentiate a cosec x with respect to x, I get a negative cot x cosec x. As simple as that. We proceed and look at this last part of a cot. So let's see if we differentiate cot x with respect to x, what do we get?